Aloha, everyone. We have a lot to go over, so let's get right into it. If you look at the SPY today, you can see it was basically just range bound and choppy all day. Nothing developed, no trending, no key reversal points whatsoever, just a flat range bound day on lower volume. Listen, as a consolidation, I'll take it, okay? Not a whole lot going on there. The Qs, same thing, basically sideways action. The diamonds, slightly lower due to Boeing and their inept leadership. I can't believe greed trumps safety in this country, but whatever. It's how things go. But the most important thing that actually happened today, the Russell 2000. The IWM exploded 1.88% higher on very heavy volume. Now, tomorrow is the Russell Reconstitution Day. It will be, as it almost always is, the heaviest volume day of the year. So I'm ready for some fireworks tomorrow. What I was not ready for was the fireworks out of the Russell 2000 today. Excellent price action. And I know it's hard to see here, but it closed 50-day moving average 153.58, closed 153.63. It closed ever so slightly above the 50, and it also retook the 200. So that's a good step one. Now, it's quite possible come Russell Reconstitution Day on Friday, it erases everything. So that can be said. However, the New York Stock Exchange advanced decline line, nice jump today. Definitely wasn't as strong as I thought it would be based on my Cancelim scan that I go through every evening and my Perfect Speculator scan. The breadth in those two leading stock scans that I run every day, they're the first two scans I go through to find new long positions. Breadth was fantastic. So I definitely thought the NYSE Advanced Decline line would explode more, and also the NYSE Advanced Decline volume line, I also thought that that would explode more, but while it did move higher, it's still basically at the upper end of the recent consolidation range. Still, today, excellent price action, no complaints. And remember what I said yesterday, that I was coming in today's session with 7.5% cash level? Well, it's all put to work. So I now head into Friday's session with slightly over 1% capital. And I have quite a few new long positions. I want quite a few of them. There's a few on the books that I want that I didn't get, like today. XNCR was a speculative long position today. That thing ran right through 39.18. A preferred buyer soaked up all of the shares around that price range. And you can see at one point intraday, it was up almost 7%. It probably was up 7%. I think it was at one point. That high day there, 42.33. So there's names that I want out there that I can't even get long, even when they don't gap up and they run through my stop and limits. I'll tell you what I was able to get long today, though, that took me from 7.5% cash on hand to a little over 1%. LTXB, new long position filled. Got to put a stop, 1 cent below today's low day. So 1, 2, 3 for me for LTXB. STLD filled. It gets a stop below today's low day. For me personally, 1, 2, 3, 4 stops. HRB filled. I think I forgot to actually add this. Nope, I haven't seen it. But obviously, today, you want to put a stop below today's low day. So 1, 2, 3 for me. I have 3 stops on HRB. SMAR, add signal filled. Obviously, I'm going to add a stop. 1 cent below today's low day. Speculative side, SPWR filled, and it's actually an add signal. Since I'm going over it, we'll just go and let everybody know. But one curious thing happened. I didn't notice, but Max Green BOP actually fell slightly today. So that is not a Max Green BOP level. So technically BOP's going the wrong way, but I like this chart too much. Look at the price pattern, the open candles, and the tails and wicks. I mean, I don't care about the BOP slightly moving a little bit lower, especially with it being above here. SPWR is definitely an add signal, so there's a speculative name. Just give it to everyone. 1062 is the stop and the limit. First cut loss, second cut loss, third, fourth cut loss for SPWR. But I was filled. My MGTX ad was filled. Never got this ad signal filled, but this ad signal from yesterday got filled, so I'm good to go there. MDCO, another speculative position. Trigger yesterday, got filled today, obviously moving a stop to 1 cent below today's low day. Same thing with MGTX. moving a stop to 1 cent below today's low of day. ACM of quality filled, obviously, stop below today's low of day. You'll also notice that everything worked today. AR speculative long filled today, so that took up my capital. Still only using the one stop. Pulled back on lower volume and BOP increase. No reason to move a stop up. A name I did not want to get triggered and filled, but it did. This was the speculative long signal day here. It ripped up and triggered. There is no way in hell that I thought it was going to pull in a move like this today. So obviously a stop is here. A stop is here for me, and the final stop on DLA is right there. PAM filled. PAM was a new long signal of quality right here on the 24th. Finally filled. Obviously, stop here, stop here, stop here, stop here. And I'll be honest, everybody, I mean, I just want you guys to really just use this level and this level, but I have this level, this level, this level, this level, this level for me personally on PAM to give it some room to work. And then MIDU filled. MIDU was a new long signal here, gapped up, never backfilled from me, gave me an add signal on this day, never filled me on the way up, and I don't want it on the way down, but today it moved back up again, and I got filled. So MIDU, I'm long. First stop right here. Right here, I don't know which one is lower, but that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yes, even though that's splitting hairs, you could go 1, 2, 3, 4 if you want, but I'm using all 5. So what were the sell signals of quality? Man, not only was breadth great in my Cancelim scan, breadth great in my Perfect Speculator scan, breadth was great in my current long holding scan. Very, very, very impressive day. BG shook me completely out. I no longer have a position, but if it would have closed at 55.06, it would have been a 100% full sell signal. As it is, it's only a 50%er with the close below the 20-day moving average on heavier volume than the session before. But BG, I've been completely knocked out of. If I was still long, stop here, final stop here, and it's all splitting hairs. So your final stop actually now just goes to 1 cent below today's low a day on BG, actually, because that is lower than this level right here. And the only other high quality 50% sell signal, SOXS, another close below the 50-day moving average and recent support level right here. It doesn't matter if it's above average volume or not. It's a series of lower highs and lower lows. My final cut loss level is still this level right here, the last day of the green BOP on SOXS. And then there were two full 100% sell signals this evening. CPB, that is a legit failure with it closing below this low a day here. I've been completely knocked out. My final stop was raised to here. I was at first using a gap fill and this low, but obviously as it started to pull back, didn't like the price action with the heavier volume, moved my final stop to here. I'm completely out. If you're still long, 1 cent below today's low day. And then I will be selling wage at the market, at the open, because it just didn't do anything. I thought there might be a bidding war for it maybe, so I went ahead and held my long position after HQY talked about buying it out over here. They finally bought it out here, so I will, and it's an all-cash deal, which means wage isn't going to move much between 50 and 51 for God knows how long, just like S-Fly. It's a buyout, so I don't care if you like the chart pattern. It's not going to move anywhere. So that's what's going to happen to wage. So wage is a 100% sell at the market, at the open on Friday. And that now takes us to our new long positions of quality. Of quality, there's only 2, and there's 1 ad signal. I'm going to go over the ad signal first. JYNT, Cancelim quality, Perfect Speculator quality, and JYNT, oh, I didn't write it down. So, but I can go look it up. I'm going to go look it up. JYNT, Cancelim Perfect Speculator, 98 composite rating, only a 76 EPS, 99 relative strength, A, B, B+, other IBD ratings. Earnings per share growth in the most recent quarter, 333%. Sales growth in the most recent quarter, 23%. Very high quality ad signal. The game plan here, candle over candle, heavier volume, slight increase in green BOP. And it's steadily increasing from the red levels here, so it's in the right trajectory. First cut loss level on JYNT right here. Second cut loss level, third cut loss level, final cut loss level. That's what I'm doing with JYNT. Then the 2 new ad signals. They're both IPOs. The first one, PSNL. I know there's no green BOP, but BOP is going the right way. It's been above 0 the entire time. a few more up days, it should have green bop. But what I like is that on the pullback, volume pulled back with the price action. And now that we have a bullish hammer candle right here off this recent price support level, we have heavier volume and an increase in bop. Good to go for me. 27.96 is the stop and the limit. First cut loss level, 26.05. Final cut loss level, initially, 23.49. If this thing does start selling off without moving higher immediately, and if I get filled, the odds that this low comes into play is slim to none. And then the final new long position of quality this evening, PD. PD, I'm already very familiar with this name because a very talented and the greatest day trading community that I know out there. They have some members that are big fans of PD. They caught this move on the way up, but you can see even on the way down, there's wicks and tails and open body bars even on the way down, minus these two flush days due to the market. Then we rallied again, heavier volume, pulled back. Once again, wicks during the pullback. Now I have a bullish hammer candle off strong recent price support. You can just draw a horizontal line right through there to see what I'm talking about, this entire area right here. And it's doing so with that bullish hammer candle on heavier above average volume with an increase in green bop. So the game plan with PD, 48.44 is my stop and limit. First cut loss level, 45.28. And then final cut loss level, it's splitting hairs from here to here. So I'll be using this low, 43.59. And yes, I will keep those two hard on the books in case it does not move higher immediately. It's very possible that this stop could come into play. All right, everyone, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up there. I had a situation that I had to deal with, and it took me 2 hours to get it done. So I'm kind of short on time. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up there. I will see you in the chat room on Friday. Everything is looking good so far. Oh, my God. Futures are up. 0.28 on the Dow, 0.21% on S&P, 0.15% on the NASDAQ 100, and 0.23% on the Russell. I'm fully 99% long heading into Friday's session.